Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Thursday, Israel is keeping up its war in Gaza but is also preparing for scenarios in other areas. Now, Israel has been bracing for possible Iranian retaliation for the killing of a senior general and 6 officers in a strike on the Iranian Embassy compound in Damascus on April 1st. Citing sources, Reuters stated Iran has signaled to the US it will respond to Israeli attack on Syria embassy in a way that aims to avoid major escalation, and it will not act hastily. Netanyahu said, and I'm quoting here, "Whoever harms the United States, in fact, whoever harms us, I beg your pardon, we will harm them. We are prepared to meet all of the security needs of the state of Israel, both defensively and offensively." Israel Chief Military Spokesman Admiral Daniel Hagari said civilians were not being told to make any special preparations, but he added Tel Aviv was highly regarded for a range of scenarios. Yoav Gallant told US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin a direct Iranian attack will require an appropriate Israeli response. Iran's UN mission said the imperative to punish this rogue regime might have been avoided had Security Council condemned the strike and brought perpetrators to justice. Earlier, an Iranian news agency published an Arabic report on the X platform saying the airspace over Tehran has been closed for military drills. But it then removed the report and denied it had issued such news. As per reports, Israeli Air Force held drills simulating strike on Iranian soil. Now, the United States, Russia, Germany and Britain urged countries in West Asia to show restraint. U.S. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said Secretary of State Antony Blinken called counterparts including the Turkish, Chinese and Saudi foreign ministers. As mentioned, Iran has reportedly signaled to the United States it will respond to Israeli attack on Syrian embassy in a way that aims to avoid major escalation, and it will not act hastily. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock called on her Iranian counterpart Hossein Amir-Abdullah to urge maximum restraint to avoid further escalation. The German airline Lufthansa, one of the only 2 Western carriers flying to Tehran, extended a suspension of its flights to the Iranian capital. Russia's foreign ministry told citizens they should not travel to West Asia, especially to Israel, Lebanon and the Palestinian territories. British Foreign Minister David Cameron said on Thursday he had made clear to Amir-Abdullah that Iran should not draw West Asia into a wider conflict. Take a listen.
So obviously we don't want this conflict to spread. We've been very clear about that. And we've been very clear that to Iran that we're not involved in the Damascus strike, right? We've been also very clear. I'm not going to get into public back and forth. We communicated to Iran that the U.S. had no involvement in the strike, as I just mentioned, that happened in Damascus. And we warned Iran not to use this attack as a pretext to escalate further in the region or attack U.S. facilities or personnel.
The United States said it had restricted its employees in Israel and their family members from personal travel outside the greater Tel Aviv, Jerusalem and Beer Sheva areas. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.